It's been a little while since you've seen Bullhorn Betty. Happy belated Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I enjoyed Christmas with family, friends, and YouTube. We had a gift wrapping party on YouTube. We had a gift wrapping opening party, our gift opening party on Christmas. We have a lot of fun over there on YouTube. If you guys have not checked out my YouTube channel, please consider checking out my YouTube channel. We come with a lot of people that are jokesters. Yes, that is an exploding card for Christmas. I really did feel the love. But I also want to let you guys know we had gotten some things wrong. I did a whole series, well, not a whole series, but a whole episode on this very title when it came to the Sebastian Rogers case. Why was Sebastian really forced from his home or attempting to be forced from his home? We found out that the mom and the stepfather have been trying to get rid of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers since October 2022. If you're new to the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, he was 15 years old when he disappeared on February 26, 2024 from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's recently had his 16th birthday, and we learned that he was inside that locked home with only his mother. There was no signs of forced entry, and the first assumption that the mom and stepfather had was this child, this autistic, medically needy child, walked out of their home in the middle of the night and later stated he does not like bugs, does not like dirt, does not like, noise and new people, but yet took off out into the woods. This is a very bizarre case. A lot of twists and turns with this case, without a doubt. This is still a twisting and turning case. Why am I here to give you an update on this? It's because recently At Night Intelligence Agency, which came aboard around the late part of August, early September, into the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case, and they've been doing an independent investigation, not involved, they work with, if they find out information, they turn it over to law enforcement, but they're doing an independent investigation into the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. Give me just a second. Long story short is here just recently, they've made several posts. I don't know if you guys noticed. I know I put some stuff up here just recently related to the new interview with Christopher Proudfoot, the stepfather of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Anyways, now I've been on for a few moments, but long story short, one thing that we got wrong is there's been this underlying tone that the stepfather did not want his daughter around Sebastian, and everybody just assumed that this undertone of everybody wanting, not wanting Sebastian around Faith was this, like SA type of underlying tone. Well, that's not the case, because in this interview, the stepfather says that Sebastian didn't have those interests. So there was another reason why Sebastian was being forced from his home. And again, that dates all the way back to 2022. There's been 5 CPS reports up to the point of his disappearance against his mom and or stepfather. I'm unsure. I've never seen them. But I know that there are 5 because it was released by the national spokesperson of the father. So there's another underlying issue, and it has nothing to do with SA of his stepsister or anything like that was being peddled around on these social media streets, because again, his stepfather says he doesn't have those interests, either boys or girls, and it was asked. It was absolutely asked. So give me just a second here. Let me find out where we are so now it comes down to the most recent. So in the most recent post of At Night Intelligence Agency, they state that the mom has pleaded the 5th. I'm going to read this statement for you guys, and you can clip it. I'll drop a segment of this video here on TikTok so you guys can get it, or you can just go over to X, to the at-night intelligence agency, I guess, account. And here you will read the most updated information. There was also a couple of other things. They dropped some receipts, because one of the statements the father said in this interview, or the stepfather said in this interview, was that he was never reached out by Dog the Bounty Hunter or Nick the Hat, and they provided the receipts. So I thought you guys might want to see that. So at night, Private Intelligence Agency is giving an update on the information. They're asking for call of information for areas of Enoch Way in Gallatin, Tennessee. And if you're familiar with this case, you probably understand what Enoch Way is in Gallatin, Tennessee. That's around the area where the grandparents, the step-grandparents, live. And so they believe that there were some vehicles seen in the area during the time frame that they're looking for, and they're looking for any activity between Friday, February 23rd, going even further back, and Monday, February 26th. So if there's anybody in the Enoch Way area that has this footage, I don't know if they're doing a reward type of thing where they're going to pay you $500 to $1,500 for your imagery or photos or whatnot, but they are looking for anybody in that area that has seen any unusual activity to reach out to them at 833-TELL-DOG. They've also released some satellite imagery. This is some really high clarity satellite imagery. There are key capture locations with the 100 block of Enoch Way and the 1000th block of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And they're doing some, I guess this coverage here was from February 23rd, implying that they may have more of this satellite imagery, which is going to be very interesting. So you're going to want to stay there for that. But the mind-blowing thing, which was the third item on the list, is it said Fifth Amendment protection invoked by Katie Proudfoot. And my head just, what? Because I have been talking on my YouTube channel about how I feel like something's going on behind the scenes, because we've had all these major distractions, a horrible report from the unscrupulous PI, right? And we all know, because Mob Crew came in and really debunked all of that nonsense that was being peddled by that unscrupulous PI and those BS reports. So now we're finding out. And then we had the don't forget Mommy Dearest crawling out from under the rock and calling Seth now once again a pedo, right? And then after that, we have CP going up on this panel talking, and I'm like, whoa, something's going on here. Like, these people are coming out from under rocks and stuff. We haven't heard from these people in months. What is going on? I said there's something going on behind the scenes. And then all of a sudden, I get up this morning and I'm reading this post on X from the At Night Intelligence Agency, and everything seems like, okay, normal stuff. And then we get to number 3 and I'm like, wait, what? And so this is what it says. It says, Dog the Bounty Hunter, his team, and At Night confirmed. This has been confirmed. So, you know, they've been communicating with law enforcement and other people, and they're saying that this has been confirmed, that Katie Proudfoot, the mother of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, has purportedly been instructed by an attorney to refrain from participating in any public forums regarding this case. By an attorney. Additionally, Ms. Proudfoot has allegedly been advised to invoke her Fifth Amendment right under the United States Constitution in relationship to the entirety of the ongoing investigation. This is an absolute right of Ms. Proudfoot, which is rightfully revocable, or irrevocable, or circumventable. So it sounds like, if I'm reading this correctly, I mean, they're saying instructed by an attorney. Wouldn't that mean she lawyered up? And allegedly has invoked her Fifth Amendment right related to the entirety of the investigation. I don't know how that makes you feel, but you just get on now. I've been on for a little while. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to go up here and see if anybody has said anything yet. Looks like people are just joining, so it's not a big deal. It's got guilt all over. Yeah, there's something, but but we watch this. This is the thing, though. We watch this situation kind of, manifest, if you think about it, because you have everybody being quiet. You can't get, oh yeah, and don't forget the search. Did you guys know that CP finally, after 10 months, goes out and starts searching? And what we learned from that search is they took a spirit box. So is that the stepfather implying that they're speaking to his spirit? Or trying to be guided by his spirit, which would imply finality? Right? I always thought it was her and CP. KP did something. CP is covering for her, protecting his wife. I don't know. I still think he's more involved. I think he's more involved than people are giving. I mean, honestly. It's got guilt all over it. Yes, makes me think she's involved. Yes, he didn't leave with shoes. That's another thing. Layla didn't leave with shoes. No shoes. He's an autistic boy that puts his shoes on. It's like a need, a must, a compulsion to put his shoes on. He didn't need them. The stepfather took him from the house. I think something happened. Please, I sent you an email. Okay, Sunshine Sue. Did you send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com? If you did, I'll get it. Thank you for not giving up on this case. No. We haven't given up on this case at all. The whole situation is sketch. I agree. I agree completely that I've been saying. A spirit box? Yeah. I don't talk to spirits. I get, yes, joke. It's sickening in my opinion. I don't talk. What did the box say? Quite frankly, I don't know. I just saw a whole bunch of posts. Apparently, this box was seen in one of their hands, or they were talking about it. I haven't gotten through the whole entire search yet, but it's like there's a video for like 2.5 hours on that doofus, crabs guy. I don't know. I don't like him. I think he's a dum-dum. But, anyways, it's just, there was a show, but then all of a sudden, like Facebook and people on YouTube were talking about the spirit box and looking it up and finding out which make and model that they had. So obviously somebody saw the spirit box. Somebody's talking about it. I personally haven't seen it, but like YouTube blew up about it yesterday about the spirit box. So clearly they had something with them. As an astrologer, I use tools that aren't the norm to find missing. However, a spirit box, that's what one of those little digital, yeah, they said it's a spirit box. I got to be honest with you. I was a little shocked. I don't work with spirit boxes. I know that there are people that do, but that's what they said. You might want to go back and check that out. I think it was on, astrology for the mystics. You can reach out to me, bullhornbetty@gmail.com, and I'll send you the video that, or you can go to Jennifer Coffindaffer on YouTube, or was it X? Might have been X. She has the link in her X post when she's discussing it. I feel like something happened in the house and the stepdad moved his. Yeah, there's definitely something. We don't know. Where is the search? I don't feel good about this. It's been 10 months. None of us do. I can tell you that. None of us do. This is not a comfortable feeling. Honestly, I believe all the parents are trying to find this young man either or lie. Yeah. I don't know. I disagree. I disagree with everything I've learned and know and watched. And I know Seth has worked his butt off while being fought by a lot of people on that the stepfather and mother work with. he went under a lot of stuff. That shows resistance. Every time we turned around, we were getting blocked by the mom and stepdad. So I don't think it's all parents. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to concede on that at all. This is the first time I've ever seen any help from either one of these people, the mom or the stepdad, is just recently when they went into a backwoods. I'm looking at the ground at all the little prickly things and thinking there is no way a boy is going to be running through here without shoes on in the middle of the night and pitch black. There's no flipping way. You got a boy that doesn't like bugs, a boy that has a grass allergy, that's left without shoes. He's not getting into the freaking woods. He's autistic. This is not a normal boy. This is a boy that has tics that prevent him from doing things. You know? It just, why would you use a spirit box if they thought he was alive? Southern Belle, I have no earthly idea. This is the stuff I'm hearing. This is the stuff I'm hearing. But people took pictures of it, you know, and had the side-by-side. But I just never got to that part in the search yet. That's the only problem. A spirit box means he's not, right. That's what my problem is. Where is the search footage? It's on the YouTube. It's on the YouTube channel. God, I hate saying this guy's name. Steve Crabtree. He used to be a TikToker over here. He's a freaking, you know, I don't know what to say. A dum-dum. I think that's the only thing approvable by TikTok. Okay. You know, I don't know what to tell you. He doesn't have Lord Betty's respect. Every time I turn around, that man, for the longest time, especially on this platform, would say something and then literally within 24 hours retract it. And it's like it was always some bombshell information that ended up having to be retracted. I can't live in a world like that, okay? We need somebody that's going, before they open their mouth, is going to actually research the facts, you know? I'm sorry, and I know a lot of people do that on here. They just jump the gun to be the first to have it out without even doing a scintilla of due diligence. I do just fine, and I still have time to research stuff. I'm just saying. It's sloppy, and I just don't. What about CP suggesting that Sebastian was a victim of a hit and run? There is no way. I mean, I don't understand where, because if that would have happened, that would imply that he was walking. That means he would have been within 5 to 10 miles of his home. That place has been combed. And for him to be hit by a car, that means that he would have to be close to a road, which again has been thoroughly searched. So you're talking about somebody that would have to be walking on or near a roadway and would be hit. And then you're talking about, you know, projection, you know, how far would he go? He could stay on the same side of the road depending on where he's impacted, where the impact happened, what side of the car it happened, you know, how fast the speed was going. It could sling him clear across the other side of the road. But at the end of the day, it's been searched. He would have been found. He would not be moving. He would have been stationary. So even if it took a week to get there, they would have been there. But you're talking about a hit and run. That would have implied close to the home, because he wouldn't have gotten very far. I don't see where that is a possibility at all with how saturated. It's not like when you're hit by a vehicle, nobody's, you know, covering it up, right? There's no things being laid on top of you, no holes being dug to put you in, you know, just you're there. There's no concealing. They would have found it by now. Just my opinion. Now I could be wrong, but they would have found it by now. The hit and run is BS. Exactly. I mean, but you have to walk through, you know, how would it be? He just wanted to be accepted. I just think it's interference. This stuff is all distractions. Everything that we've seen from that camp for the last 2 weeks has been nothing but distractions, and nothing is pulling people away or distracting them enough. So now it's like, okay, let's get out there and search. It's like 10 months. It just seems, and I said it yesterday, I would never condemn anybody for genuinely making an effort to help and search for him, right? You don't want to, you know, we've all been sitting here complaining that the mom and stepdad isn't out there looking, and now they're going out there looking and people are condemning them for that. And I don't want to condemn anybody for genuinely helping. I just find it awfully I find it very suspect, their timing of all of this, now in light, because I've been sniffing something for a couple weeks because of things that were going on. The stupid, unscrupulous PI, then it was Mommy Dearest came out from under a rock and started screaming that Seth's a pedo again, when that's been debunked months ago. And then all of a sudden that wasn't enough. So then this unscrupulous PI put out these bunk analysis reports that there's no possibility of him having the certification to do all of that. It was just a bunk report. It was easily debunked. Mob Crew came in and showed everybody all of the mistakes in that report with receipts, which was really cool. And then that wasn't enough. Then it was like, okay, now CP's on this podcast, and we're learning that CP's truck may have been in the area at the time Sebastian disappeared, which he was on there screaming bloody murder that, don't be saying his truck or implying his truck was there between the 25th and the 26th, blah, 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 you listen to me type crap. And that kind of blew up for a little bit. And then that wasn't enough. Everything's been really, really bad. And just everything that they keep throwing out is twisted and looks 10 times worse on them. So it's like, okay, well, let's go out and search. And then we're finding out that behind the scenes, which I kept saying, something's going on behind the scenes. These are an awful lot of distractions. People are climbing out from under the rocks. Something's going on behind the scenes. And then boom, this morning, we find out that it's a possibility that it was confirmed that the mom has sought the advice of counsel and cannot participate on any news or podcasts or anything on social media or mainstream media. So that was what was just said. And then it was also allegedly she has pleaded the fifth to any law enforcement communications from this point forward. So it sounds like it's read it for yourself. It's the Ex-Post at Night Intelligence Agency. It's the number 3 on the list. Go read it. Make it out for what you think it means to you. But this is not looking good, especially with these things leading up to this revelation of information. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, hold on. I got a few more. It looks like possibly a few more questions. Hold on here. Let me get down here. Did he really make it back home after the Texas Roadhouse? Robin, I believe he did. And I've said this for a while. And these are the two main reasons why I do believe he made it back home from the Texas Roadhouse. One, his shoes. Okay. I knew early on, even though I didn't see the footage, I knew early on that they left the Texas Roadhouse around 6:30. Okay. Not, give or take a few minutes, around 6:30. And I know that according to the neighbors, what time they arrived back home, there was really no time for any shenanigans, any, pass off, any taking of clothes and changing of clothes and stuff like that. The time that they left the restaurant to the time they came home was the approximate time that she should have gotten home. So it didn't leave a whole lot of playroom, but that's just on a side note. But the main reason why I do not believe I do believe he made it home was his shoes. His shoes were there. The second reason why I believe he made it home is if he didn't make it home, what would be the purpose of the 3 o'clock flashlight video or the car video? That implies that something happened inside the home to me. But again, that's just my assumption based on experiences, based on other cases, based on, those are the two main factors that lead me to believe that he made it home. My gut tells me they did something to him. I think it's the overconfidence. We heard several times the stepfather saying they'll never find him. The best part about this is he never left any evidence behind, and just weird off the wall comments that have been made from the mom and or the stepfather relating to this case and his missing persons. I think in general. What about the Alaska trip? I think the Alaska trip, honestly, could possibly be just a red herring. I think it could be as simple as the mom or the step grandparents it's just too much for them. They need to get it's too hot in here. We just need to get out of here type of thing. There was an altercation that night and a head trauma, then finality, and then movement. Where did you get that information? If you guys have some information, please don't forget to send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Kayak, do you know that for a fact? Because I'd like to, if you guys have some information, I definitely would like to review it. I'm not one that goes out and, just because everybody else is saying it, I need to say it. I have to source it. I find out whether it holds water or not. If I can't source it and I can't make heads or tails, I tell people it's rumor. I mean, if something's fact, you should be able to find a basis for it. That's my true belief. So I like to look at things myself. I like to make sure, source where the statements came from, who made them. Are they factual? What stands behind those factual statements? There's a lot more that goes in than just listening to other people, because in a case like this that has such profound reach, there's people that try intentionally to cause problems in the case, manufacture evidence, manufacture Photoshop stuff. You guys know, you guys are here all the time. You guys know that stuff happens. I don't like being a victim of it. I've been a victim of it before. I realize that being first to report news is not always the best, right? I'd rather be factual than first. So at the end of the day, we slow some stuff down. If I hear stuff or you hear stuff, send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. So it gives me an opportunity to do some research on it to find out whether it holds water or not. I still run stuff if they're rumor, but I just like to know that my audience, and let my audience know that, I can't verify this information, but this is what I heard. So thank you, Laura. Yes, prayers for Seth. Prayers for Seth, no doubt. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in and participating, but I just wanted to let you know that At Night just released a post saying that, it sounds like the cooperation love fest might be coming to an end for the mom and the stepfather. I don't know what's going on. It sounds like moves are being made behind the scenes. We saw the distractions for the 2 weeks leading up to this. I'm not surprised by this information, honestly. I'm really not. But I would like to find out a little more. I don't know who would have more about this, but is it on posted on X? Mona, yes, it's on At Night, which is all one word, At Night Intelligence Agency. At Night Intelligence Agency. And they're the ones that have been working with DOG. They're part of DOG, the Bounty Hunters team. One is a business, like an intelligence agency that I don't know the relationship. All I know is DOG is independent, but he has collaborated with At Night Intelligence Agency on several different cases. It sounds like they've been working very well and kind of are formulating this, a bond there. So it looks like whenever you see DOG, you kind of see At Night Intelligence Agency. So it's working hand in hand with one another. But the intelligence agency latest post about, 6 or 7 hours ago was pretty profound. It was jaw dropping. It's just like a normal post that all of a sudden you get to 3 and you're like, wait, what? And I'm like, okay, well, here we go. So this might be part of why we've been seeing all the stuff we've been seeing in rapid fire on social media. So just go check it out. I'll be back later today to give you guys some updates when I find out a little more information and watch some people. We're going to be breaking this down on YouTube at 10 a.m. this morning. So if you guys would like to come over, I usually put the phones on or something like that. Maybe we'll turn the phones on where everybody can kind of ask questions or talk, or if you learn something new, you can tell everybody what you've learned. If you have things that you would like me to look at, please go ahead and send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Ella Bugs, sure. So we're covering the case of Sebastian Rogers. This morning, that's actually kind of what I was just doing, is just recapping everything. And I came across the post from X, which has been following the case, and actually doing an independent investigation apart from law enforcement, and has been kind of keeping some of the information to the public that way. Well, this morning when I got up, I read the post and everything was normal. It's saying that, they have, certain things, and they were talking about imagery. They were looking for anybody with any information around Enoch and Stafford that's willing to any vehicle activity. And then it goes down to number 2, talking about their high def satellite imagery from February 23rd. And then you get to number 3, and it goes into where Miss Proudfoot allegedly has invoked her right to remain silent and has been advised by an attorney, something or other. So go over to the X post at Night Intelligence Agency, and you can read everything for yourself firsthand and not getting it from me. I read a portion on here, but the actual language, actually I can probably do it just again. The actual language here says under number 3, Fifth Amendment protection invoked by Katie Proudfoot. Dog the Bounty Hunter and his team at night have confirmed that Katie Proudfoot, the mother of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, has purportedly been instructed by an attorney to refrain from participating in any public forums regarding the case. Additionally, Ms. Proudfoot has allegedly been advised to invoke her Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution in relation to the entirety of the ongoing investigation. So it sounds like she's pled the Fifth and has an attorney. That to me is pretty freaking breaking news. This is all allegedly and in my opinion, but this isn't good. I don't have X. Oh, okay. Well, that's the portion of the X that I'm focused on right now. So it did go through some other stuff. They're looking for any activity in the Enoch Way area and the Stafford Court area for February 23rd into Monday, February 26th for some reason. I'm not sure. So yeah, so there you guys have it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day. God bless each and every one of you. I will try to get back here. I'm going to try to use this platform because we don't know what's going to happen closer to the end of next month. And, I just would like you all to know that I appreciate all of your love and support, through the years that I've been on this platform, covering true crime cases going all the way back to Gabby Petito. And I just really thank you guys for the love and support. It's been a family over here. You guys were my first platform I ever came to before I went over to YouTube. But, I just found a home over on YouTube. Not that you guys are not my family or friends. It's just that I'm able to express myself a lot longer and do a lot more with the platform. I know Olivia loves thriving on this platform and just loves being around the people on TikTok. And she's just a TikToker, right? But at the end of the day, this platform is uncertain right now. So I hope you guys do join us on other platforms. We have the X account, we have an Instagram account, we have a Facebook account, and of course we have our 2 main accounts on YouTube. So please don't forget to hit us up over there. If this app is banned and is no more at the end of January, I just want to tell you guys it's been a great ride, right? It's been a great ride, and I hope for the future platforms that may be made, in absent of this one. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't think it's, like a piece of me feels like it's not going to go away forever if it does. I feel like this is such a powerful platform. I don't see how they're going to be able to keep it down, but you never know. It's fighting the government, right? The federal government. It's a hard thing to do. And thank God this platform and all the beautiful people on this platform are fighting. So who knows, right? Who knows? We might have a success. It might be the best platform still yet to come. So we're just going to have to wait. And so if you guys like to pray, pray to your higher power. If it's not God, something, pray to the sun, moon, and sky. high. You know, we need all hands on deck in the spiritual realm as well. All right, guys, I love you. God bless, and we'll see you soon.